only thing I do know is that this is a Breakout for the PlayStation. Like, somebody go get and
I don't think he cares.
Yo, in you playing your game. Drop all the down.
this is Breakout for the PlayStation. I really don't know what I'm looking at. I honestly got nothing. I'm really okay. I'm starting to get scared. What the fuck is going on? Oh no, the balls in the water. That's not weird. Okay. That's some things I didn't need to know.
American flag.
Yeah. That's required.
Good thing it's not the Confederate one.
That would just be fucking weird. I'm sure mine exists.
Oh god.
This fucking has the Nazi flag and the Confederate flag.
Let's not get too real.
And the
here.
communist flag.
Oh.
No, that wouldn't be allowed.
It's Batniks! What the fuck is going on? I'm pretty sure that's kidnapping.
Kids can learn about the Nazis and the Confederacy, but they can't learn about Marx. So we can't have the communist flag at a kid's meeting.
I mean,
no.
Daisy, you could just say no. Right? What is happening?
Okay, yeah, this is not the Breakout I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
quite...
they mean breakout like breakout of prison? Like, really?
Yeah, okay.
What? Oh yes, this perfectly blends in with what the fuck is this?
This is Breakout! This
Why?
really just got out of this just got out of order.
Plot? We got plot in our...
You know, the one thing I felt like Breakout was missing was fucking plot.
It was a fucking love story? Where you also have to break out of prison? Yeah.
You know, I probably was playing Final Fight Streetwise earlier, but I see that we're playing it now.
What is this shit?
Breakout.
Oh, okay.
Like this... like, they're serious. They're fucking serious about this.
They really mean it.
We laugh, but this is a serious thing. This is a very compelling narrative.
Hey, at least
I didn't think I would be fucking ready for this. I'm not, to be honest. I really don't know what's going on. I'm genuinely concerned and confused at what the fuck I'm experiencing right now. You know, you don't hear. I mean, where's Cat Icarus's review of this shit? Where's all the where's John Tron's review of Breakout? Where's all the people fucking known for making witty and funny reviews? What the fuck was that voice?
John Tron doesn't review video games anymore.
Yeah, I know. His fucking Flexil video killed me, but still.
He doesn't do that anymore. The last thing he did was Cool as Ice. And now he's gonna disappear for another year.
No, he just did another one with Flex Seal. Shit was hilarious.
I don't know, I'm not subscribed anymore.
Oh my god, like it. I literally had to walk away from my desk because I was about to laugh really loud at work. I was like, what the fuck is this dude's problem? I just saw this boat nav!
I can't watch John anymore. It's been too... It's impure now to me.
Yeah. Comedy doesn't
That's
stop
just
being
me.
funny just because the person said something you don't like.
No, it's not a matter of that. It's just I don't want to support somebody who said that and then didn't, you know, do anything about saying that. That's just me. Again, you can do what you
left.
want.
He fucking said, "All
Well, leaving isn't really gonna.
I'm gonna step back and let this blow over because this does not go well." And if you mean the other things,
it's a bad idea. Yeah, but you don't. Apologize.
He made a video apologizing for all that shit. I don't know who you
Oh,
were.
you just said I'm bad at debates and then stop. And that's what it was. And I mean, that's cool that you said you're bad at it, but you didn't say what you cited wasn't true. So, we're still at an impasse here, so I'm just like, whatever, dude. I'm not gonna hang on it and be all depressed. I'm just gonna unsub and walk away and move on with my life.
I think the real thing we're missing is fuck Destiny. He's a literal piece of trash. Who's also racist as fuck, but you know, it's only cool when he does it. You know,
I'm not sub to him, so I don't have to worry about that. I don't support his content, so I'm not really...
I called him out and he called me an Uncle Tom, so there was that. That was really fun.
I don't know what an Uncle Tom is.
An Uncle Tom... Okay. It's funny because the actual Uncle Tom was a slave hero, but it just became a racial epithet.
Yeah.
Kind of got twisted out of proportion. Well, you know, history's fun. I figured we should talk about that instead of Breakout because...
Well, I mean, what are you talking about? It's fucking Breakout.
Like, I'm really bad at this game, and I don't really know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know how to angle...
I'm pretty sure it's just... The game is just asking you to break boxes.
Yeah, but I'm trying to angle it, but I'm, like, terrible at it, so...
I mean, you're not a math major, I understand. But... Not everybody...
It's not important, Gil. It was some guy who was really, really short, and he makes up for it by trying to make people debate and have them say things.
And I mean, it worked on JonTron, but that's about it.
It works on most people outside of Mr. Medical, who fucking destroyed him. But other than that, you know...
Well, yeah, I mean, the fact that it works on most people should probably tell him to...
Basically, he twists what you said a lot, and then he'll say, do you have sources to everything?
Well, I mean, for JonTron, you didn't have to... Like, JonTron was the biggest success. That was the one that actually blew up. Everything else I haven't heard anything of. Like, I haven't heard of him since the JonTron incident, so
Oh, I mean... he's definitely still been around.
Well, I know that, but, like, JonTron was the one that...
Because he was
like...
That
was the one where...
He was around, basically, when that PewDiePie thing happened. He was like, PewDiePie's not racist. He's like, find me one example of me saying the N-word, and then people posted up, and he's like, now I'll pay you $10,000 to a charity. So people sent him a bunch of his own screen caps of him typing it out and everything, and he was just started blocking people. Like, that doesn't count. And I'm like, you asked him to do that, you ass. But I mean, it's cool.
Oh, the PewDiePie thing. That was bad. That was really bad. That was a not good.
That one's another difficult issue.
I don't know. It's not difficult for me to tell you what I think of that.
I know that. I know how you think about it. Because on one hand, yeah, you probably shouldn't say that.
No, I mean,
on the other hand, the Swedes have a lot of shit that's actually just named after the worst things you could possibly say in America.
I know that, but if he was referring to that, I think we would have known. And
like,
again,
that's part of their dialect. It's not a good thing, but it is, and it's kind of hard for them to figure that out.
You gotta understand that you have an international viewer base, right? And you gotta be careful about that, and not say that to kids, because kids are gonna repeat that, and the last thing you want is a kid to go to school and do that. I don't want that anyways. The fuck is a slice paddle?
I don't even know what the fuck is going on.
We're advancing mechanics while we talk about this. This is a very fucking...
This music is very serious.
But yeah, that's the JonTron thing. That's my piece of it. I just think he's not a good influence. I'm sure the videos are still funny. I'm pretty sure they're fine. I don't think they're gonna get
Put the bat
weird.
in the slice mode and press square. Notice how the bat changes.
PewDiePie might get YouTube gaming killed. Maybe. It was a pretty good fucking death blow if you ask me.
You angle the ball, move the ball left and right.
What is with you tonight with tutorial?
I don't know!
This is what this game is. We just have to talk about fucking racist things. That's just what...
Bro, I mean, when you think about it, aren't we all just red bricks trying to break crates in life? So...
Well, I mean, then we'd finally be able to prove race doesn't exist even though it doesn't. You know, it's...
Race clearly does exist. I see
a
paddle and I see a circle. That's two different races to me.
See, the skin color is different. It's totally a biological thing that isn't just color. Like,
Look, the way I look at things is, you're an idiot.
oh well, yeah. I mean, naturally. But like,
Oh, I
been
get it now.
There's been science for like 20 years about how race isn't really a thing, and nobody's paid attention to it. So,
Well, a lot of people don't pay attention to time.
well, nobody wants to say that, because then it'd be like, well, then how do you explain what we're doing? And it's like, well, not easy to explain.
Oh, I get what's happening now. That's cool.
Isn't it like
I don't know if that
tennis?
was sarcasm or not.
No, I get it. What I have to do here.
I just find it weird that the balls aren't bouncing against the balls to go right.
Right, that's like there's a lot of things that normally happen in Breakout that are not happening here, and it's really confusing.
Yeah, mostly the part where it's not 3D.
We'll use shoulder buttons to angle the ball. Why?
There are more fucking options to angle the ball in this game than there are movement options in Mario Galaxy. I really want to point that out. That's a little impressive. Oh god, the Chris G thing. Yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah. That's a good one to remind me of. That was a thing. I remember when Chris G did that.
Alright, my fucking toggle buttons are fucking wired to L2 and R2. That's why things aren't working the way they should.
See, people can have respectful discussions and disagree about these things. It's not impossible.
Well, I mean, in both of those scenarios, I mean, I kind of represent the target demographic of which things were said, and I don't care. And I feel like it's other people's jobs to not worry about what I think, so don't care for me. And that
Well, I mean,
irks me more when people are like, well, I'm offended for you. I'm like, I don't care.
I'm not offended for you. I'm offended in regards to the fact that they thought that they could say that. I don't think I represent you. I represent me and, like, people that I think wouldn't like that I know wouldn't like it.
Like,
But if it
and-
doesn't bother you, I think that's also a little weird.
Well, because I don't care about words at all. I mean, they're not
Why,
coming to my
yeah,
house.
but other people do, man. It's important.
Okay, that's great.
That's why I say these things. It's
Well,
like, I don't...
think about it this way. Why spend the time being mad when you could just do other stuff that's more
I
important?
know that, but I didn't spend time being mad. I'm not upset. I'm just explaining why I'm like...
Oh, I didn't say you were upset. I'm just
Yeah,
saying
I'm just explaining why I don't
Oh, now we
people.
finally got fucking wall physics.
Because I know people who were really upset that they said that and felt really bad about it, and I'm
I
like,
mean,
that's
perfectly fine to be upset. I mean, if that's how words bother a person, I'm not gonna tell them not to be offended. I just don't fucking care. I live in
Right.
the South, dude. Fucking shit like that happens a lot. I'd rather
That's a
fucking deal with words than someone trying to, I don't know, put a burning cross in my yard. That's why I have better things to worry about. That shit still happens, you know? So,
it
yeah.
does.
Oh, I know.
That's
Dude,
why-
like, there is that whole fucking rally and and that's not even the South. That's the worst part.
Virginia's
Like,
technically the South.
Well, yeah, technically is. It's pretty South, but it's not that. It's not, like, all the way down, I wouldn't say.
Oh, cool, I got out.
Look, to put in perspective about the South, literally, my old town's mayor got caught drunk on a lawnmower going down the road.
Yeah, you know,
I mean, the
there's the
mayor
thing
of
about
Toronto
South
got
Carolina
caught
that I really, really like is that no one really gives a shit here
Yeah.
in a good and bad way, and I can appreciate that. Because I don't care, and they don't care. We're not gonna beat each other up over it. People are gonna do stupid shit, whatever. But it's not gonna affect me on my day-to-day of going to work. Like, no matter what, there was a point in time where people tax money who did not like me were still going in my pocket. So it was like, who really wins in that scenario? Like, you still have to fucking pay me. Like, sorry that you
I think
feel
it's
that
just the
way.
problem for other people who don't have, access to that kind of stuff more than it is someone like, I guess you in this case is the way you're putting it.
It's not just like, well, I'll put it like this. depending on how you grew up, shit bothers you more or less more than it should. If you grew up where, like, you dealt with a lot of life or death scenarios and seen a lot of shit you probably shouldn't have needed to see at the age of 12, odds are words aren't gonna bother you that much. Whereas if you grew up, like, with a somewhat decent normal life, where, you know, you didn't see blood in the streets or anything, you're probably like, I can't believe somebody would say that, because according to history, that's a bad thing to say, and, like, it's horrible, it's deplorable, you should never do that. And I would even agree with that, but realistically, I still don't care. It's not a knife in my back. It's not a gun to my head. It's fine. I don't... Whatever. Like, no one's putting... Like, no one forced me to watch the video. No one's... Like, JonTron isn't in my backyard talking about gene pools. Which, honestly, I would really laugh at that more than anything. But... I can't really take most things seriously. Especially when it's, like, words.
I just don't want it to get worse is the problem. Because it tends to. When people let it stir.
Well, at that point, people's just blowing it out of proportion.
I don't know, man.
Here's how things get worse. When people give it the time of day consistently, it gets more and more attention, and then you end up with Trump in office. That's literally how that happened. That's another reason why I'm like, whatever. I'm not gonna give it the attention it wants.
Yeah, there's that, but you also have to make sure you don't, like...
Why is there a wolf? What the fuck does this have to do with Breakout?
Wait,
I mean...
what?
So we've turned into,
Crash Bandicoot?
yeah, the boulder levels, I guess? I'm not sure. Well, oh, you gotta throw the balls at... Oh. I think you gotta grab the balls and throw them at.
Keep in mind, these things have...
So in this universe, we have, talking Breakout pieces and wolves!
But yeah, I mean, there are multiple ways to solve this problem. But I don't feel good about being passive about it because it's like... I don't know.
Here's the thing.
I see it hurt people and I don't like it.
The only thing that I've seen lately that's hurt people is actual guns, and people are being passive about that. So why should I let words bother me?
Well, because both of them are problems.
They're not equally problems.
Yeah, I know, but that doesn't mean you can't do both.
I know. That's where my concerns lie. When people
well, gun control is obviously probably of the utmost importance. But I mean, not even control. I would say like...
Hold X to release X. Jesus Christ.
You gotta hit him with the balls. You gotta hit him with the balls, man.
Yeah, hit that wolf with the ball.
But at the same time, they gotta be careful because if people end up with like unarmed, because the police is pretty close to the military, and it's a bad idea.
It's not about taking guns so much as it's about
I know. It's about
sure...
making sure you can't buy automatic weapons.
Like,
well, for one thing,
nobody needs an automatic rifle for any reason. Nobody.
Yeah, I can't really think of a lot of justified reasons why you would ever need that.
Like that's the thing that nobody's understanding. Like nobody needs more than 3 guns. Period. Like maybe that's the line. Maybe don't own 42 guns. Maybe don't do that.
Yeah, you don't need a gun rack for your gun rack. Okay, is all I'm saying.
You know, maybe don't fucking sell sniper rifles to the general public and expect anything positive to happen. Stuff like that.
And really, and it's a state-by-state thing too. Like each state has their own gun law.
Yeah, man, I respect that you're not bothered by it, and I'm not going to tell you to be bothered, because that's not my choice. Personally...
It's a matter of perspective, that's all it really is.
Well, yeah, I mean...
Right.
My perspective on the situation is, like, I've been through too much shit to let any kind of word bother me, ever, so I don't care. Whereas other people, that might be the first time they've seen any real adversity in their lives, and they freak the fuck out over it. I get it. I've been there.
Or it's used to bother them for the rest of their lives. Like, I know people who, up here anyways, who get pulled over all the time. Like, they've been pulled over 52 times just because they're not, you know.
Right.
They have a polite word for racial profiling in Canada. It's actually called, and I'm not even kidding, police discretion.
Police discretion. That sounds like, they're like, well, you know, at your own discretion, pull over the non-white person.
Yep. And that's why I take this stuff seriously, because if you don't, it gets like that up here. Because people are like, well, racism in Canada doesn't exist. The police just have discretion. And that's basically how that happens.
But you have Justin a fucking Leaf Trudeau.
Yeah, no, he's not.
The most pro-exclusive, nice, hot...
I know, that's like, I hate it when people say that, because like, that's what everybody sees, even though it's like not what it actually is. Like, Trudeau actually really does not like First Nations people. I'm like, please stop saying he represents them properly. It's really not true. He's done nothing to actually get rid of the legislation that fucks with them. Like, literally nothing.
But he's a fucking Leaf.
He's so progressive. He's so progressive. Trudeau is.
He's so progressive that he's literally progressing past the idea of passing laws.
And I fucking love, I love the idea that like he's the left. Like they think the Liberal Party means like they're liberals, and I'm like, no, they're not.
Yeah, it's like completely flipped everywhere else in the world. I know. Where, like the far right party is actually extremely liberal, and the far left party is extremely fucking.
All of our, like I would say, going by the U.S. political spectrum, all of our candidates are left. It's just how far left are they? The conservatives are far right left. The liberals are center right, basically. That's what our center right party is, and our left party is the NDP. The NDP doesn't really advertise that they're a left party very well, though. They tend to try to frame themselves in the center, which is why they don't usually get a lot of votes, because people are like, "What? You're not really decisive." And I'm like, it would really be better marketed if you like actually. Focused on the part where you...
I don't know what's happening with this game anymore, but this block behind me is freaking the fuck out and I don't like it.
He's not happy with it. Well, maybe he's Canadian and like he's really upset.
He's getting in on the discussion.
This is gonna be the fucking GameCenter BS Real Talk short play.
Welcome to GameCenter BS Politics, where we discuss BS politicians and BS policies.
And you know what's amazing is that none of us have gotten mad at each other over it. It's fucking
why would we get mad at each other?
Well, no, people tend to get really upset about this shit for no reason. Which is kind of counterfeit to their idea of I don't give a shit about what somebody says, but... Because, like, I really don't like when people are like, well, I don't give a crap what you say, but then they start giving a crap. And I'm like, well, I can't have this discussion if you're gonna do that.
Well, you see, I don't care as long as your views align with mine. Don't you understand?
Yeah, like that
old
shit.
parable?
Like, it's the worst. Like, there's so much nuance to everything, and people tend to ignore it because they just want to...
No, you can't be nuanced anymore. South Park said it best. Like, if you try to be nuanced about anything, people would just say, oh, what was the point of that? So now you just gotta be balls to the wall. That fucking Columbus Day episode was godlike. South Park.
This year was that...
Yeah, the new season just started. Like, that fucking episode was amazing. Holy shit. Stan's dad wanted to prove he was an Indian, so he fucking randomly paid money to a Native American to French kiss him. And then the Native American falls in love with him. Like, holy, it's just fucking ridiculous. So he got Columbus Day canceled, and the kids are like trying to expose the fact that he used to celebrate Columbus Day and dress up like him. It's fucking ridiculous. Just watch. That's all I got. Like, if South Park was being subtle about it before, they're not now, because they realize that people don't care about being subtle anymore. What the fuck is going on here?
Real mechanics in this Breakout game that we're just gonna miss because, like, we're talking about real things. It's good to have a talk like this. I think we need to have a talk like this. But yeah, I'm just don't like bad things being said. That's kind of where I feel. And I think people should try and avoid saying bad things.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Like, at the end of the day, John Trump probably shouldn't have done what he did. He probably should have just said no. Maybe stopped, tweeting at Breitbart. It's not a good idea. Maybe PewDiePie shouldn't have...
Here's the thing, like, the reason why PewDiePie still basically appears in everybody else's shit and everything is because they know that no matter what, he's kind of untouchable, and that's the sad part. He can do whatever the fuck he wants, and he's aware of that.
Yeah, like, and I think that's a big issue too, because the other problem is what he does also affects YouTube content creators that aren't him, which is another problem. Like, the last time that big ad pulling thing happened was when he did that thing that was also controversial.
Oh, you mean
And it was like, it got
the Fiverr
more
juice
than
thing?
him, it got everybody else in trouble. Like, he got flack for it by like the media and shit, but more than anything else, every other YouTuber suffered for it. And it was really
well. There's some side things that I feel like is being missed here. Google's been actively fucking with YouTube people, regardless of who
I know
does what.
Google's been doing it too. I talked about the Patreon thing.
Like, so
But I think
it's
people
easy to
eliminate-
scapegoat somebody else who does something stupid, but at the
I
same
mean, it's
time,
more than just him. But you can't ignore that he's part of it. It's
Oh well,
insane.
there is a lot of things going on behind Google.
Google is actually actively censoring gay content. I'm not even kidding. That's actually been going.
they've been
like-
censoring anything that they view as harmful.
Deviant. And
Deviant.
that means radical left, radical right, anything you can think of that would go.
Like, YouTube wants to be so fucking sanitized that this content probably won't be uploaded because it's gonna get censored for extremist views. Even if that extremist view is not giving a shit at all.
Right.
That's pretty fucking extreme. of
Well,
me.
this is gonna be on Hitbox, so I mean, it doesn't matter. This is longer than an hour, longer than 45 minutes, I'd say.
No, it's been 26. Believe it
Okay,
or
yeah,
not.
it might actually make it onto YouTube. Like, they're not gonna care about this as long as they don't title it something stupid like, what's that
What's it?
dumb guy that wears the night helmet and fucking business suit? I don't know what he titles his things.
Wait, what? What?
There's some fucking weird YouTube right-wing guy who, like, I don't know what their obsession is with, like, knight armor, but he wears, like, a knight helmet and talks about things, and I'm just like, you look like a really big idiot.
Sounds like
I'm-
that guy. He sounds like that guy dressed in a tux and mask.
Yeah, like, there are things you shouldn't do if you want me to take you seriously.
Okay, I've had enough of this game. This whole thing is spun out of proportion. It's gonna be really hard to explain to people watching a video, so I'm just not gonna. That's the end of the video.